Alright, what's up everybody? This is Rama with Schools of Fish. Just wanted to do another update on my fish breeding room. I have been collecting lots of plants, really into the philodendron species. Got a lot of others, but trying to keep it tropical in here. It's been coming out pretty nice. Hopefully by the end of winter, they'll get a little bit more established and have a plush living wall on this side. And over here, I want to not keep it as plush so I can access the fish. Not going to get into every fish, just want to do a quick walkthrough over here. Have Paratropolis minerambos. Actually grew them out from little tiny fry, along with some Capampa frontosas and some ventralis. I actually had a nice male breeder, but he overstimulated himself breeding and kicked the bucket. Nice way to go out. Mostly over here it's just kind of South Americans with some guppies and cories. Into the dwarfs, trying to get a lot more different types of dwarfs. I have my newts in here, though I had to take out the females because the males were choking them out literally on a regular basis, and they kept trying to escape. The females kept trying to escape, so I put them inside the terrarium over here, which I think they're going through a little hibernation. I have some Gymnogeophagus blue neon, was gifted by a good friend, growing those out to breed. Lots of guppies, fancy guppies that's going, breeding already. Some Sturvey cories that I'm trying to get breeding. Probably one of the most colorful fish I have in here. Piscograma, double red agassiz. I have a trio, male and two females. Still haven't started breeding yet, but hopefully they get going soon. There's some Crebensis in here. Mean pair. Male pretty much kills everything I put in here. It doesn't kill the female, but they aren't too good of a pair. Have some Sajikas, probably gonna get the boot because I've had them for several years. They will try to breed with other fish, but they do not like breeding with each other. I'm gonna get rid of those three. There's some paraconvicts that breed, but these Daniels pretty much stop their breeding a lot. Some Curviceps, buffalo head cichlids, growing out some Burchardes. Over here, pretty much have our Africans. I'll be getting rid of most of the Africans, and I'm gonna focus on breeding fish like these, Gymnogeophagus balzanis. Gonna keep up with different gymnos and geophaguses mostly. Not getting rid of the Africans, just gonna breed them at the shop. Eric's been pretty good at breeding the Africans, so I'm gonna designate some 75s for him to breed. I do have the pair of Feste with their fry. Real hard to see. See some of them swimming at the bottom. Let's see if I can zoom in. They're at that age where they're scattered about all over, but a good bit of them in the tank. They're pretty good parents. They do squabble with each other every now and then, make sure they're protecting the fry. Not sure where the male is right now. There he is down there. Probably got beat up by the female. Still got a few fry. Got some live bear fries down here, and a few fry that I plucked out, but I had a few left over. I gotta go and finish getting the rest of the fry out. Lastly, over here, this is pretty much where I got my amphibians and crustaceans. Have scuds doing breeding for live food sources. They hide a lot in the substrate. First time I got the scuds, they actually crashed. The tank, I just set it up, had an ammonia spike. Killed out everything, so I made sure I tested and put some plants in there to keep the ammonia down. And here, just gonna do some red cherry shrimps. This is gonna be a filterless tank. Get it going with some guppies just to kind of cycle it out. Over here, this is where I keep my salamanders. I have some marble salamanders and spotted salamanders. Hiding right now. See if I can get a good picture of his face. Oh, just went in. They don't come out much. I just know they're there. I don't like to disrupt them. Over here, probably one of my favorite amphibians. I don't normally name anything, but for some reason I call him Gary. Doesn't do too much, but he eats like a beast. Probably gonna get him some more. Actually gonna set up a display at the shop with green and gray street frog. In here, I have some assorted salamanders, northern slimy. See his face right there. Right down there. I usually just drop the worms and he destroys them. I also have a few larvae salamander. That's somewhere around there. And lastly in here, this is a tank that I set up for red salamanders. Haven't been able to catch any yet. It's come out pretty good. Just waiting for the fish. Waiting for the salamanders. There's a few fish in here, but not a whole lot. Haven't really been keeping up with this tank. Do have the eastern newts in here. I think they're going through a hibernation. They're in the back, just kind of slumbering, along with a few little cricket frogs. Keep the gnats down. But in a nutshell, that's the update on the breeding room. I got it insulated in here, so temperature stays about 75. I'm gonna add to the insulation so can keep the temperature closer to 80 degrees. But I believe it came out pretty nice. Man cave / breeding room.